Everyone. This is Deb Lehigh coming to you from her stamping studio. It is Saturday instead of Friday. I was having problems getting it hooked up to Facebook and YouTube at the same time. So I canceled last night and said I'd be on today sometime, and here I am. That's Don't forget, if you don't have a demonstrator and like to have a copy of our new catalog, let me know. I will be glad to send you one. A lot of new stuff in there. Wish list out today. I have a order coming Thursday. It has one suite on there, and the rest is more or less supplies. So, need a catalog? Let me know. Okay, we're gonna get started. When you hop on, let me know. Um, we're gonna get started. We are using the stamp set Wild and Sweet. Okay, I have used this twice last year, or yeah, uh, I think I did it beginning of the year and last year when it first came out. But anyway, that's we're going to be working with this, and as you notice, there's no sayings on here. So I brought in very best occasions. I'm going to use happy birthday and thinking of you, okay, out of it. You can use any um, sentiments that you want. We are also using stylish shapes dies. I have mostly everything cut and colored or whatever, so you don't have to sit and watch me do this, okay? But if you have any questions, just let me know and I'd be glad to answer them for you. And we are also using the Timber 3D embossing folder. And I pulled the 3D basic embossing folders, and we are going to be using this one. Okay, can you see the design? That's the one we're going to be using. So the first card we're going to be making is this one here, and it's not your normal size card. It's a 5x5. All the new in color DSP that we get that are 6x6 size. I do not have anything inside. I did not put a sentiment on this. I figured you could put on whatever you want. A lot of times I don't put sentiments on the front. I try to, but there's times where I just don't know what I want to put on the front. And I thought, well, if something comes up and I need it, I can put happy birthday on there yet. Thank you, thinking of you, you know, um, sending good vibes, whatever. But then you have all this space in here to write your sentiment, okay, your message. So let's get started doing that one. You will need a piece of DSP that is 5x10, and you're going to score this. Get my board here. You're going to score this on the 10-inch side at 5. Okay, so that's 5x10 scored at 5. So we're going to score that. like so. That didn't fold right. Let me fix it. It shifted on me. There we go. Okay. You will need a piece of, let me get my pieces here. I do have an envelope, so you, whoever wins these cards tonight will get an envelope that will fit your card. We used to sell these. They came 20 in a pack, and I had 3 packs I found going through my stuff, so I thought, why not make a 5x5 card? So you'll need a piece of cardstock basic white that is 4 3/4 by 4 3/4. That is going to be your layer on top. If you can see, I have where it's embossed. And what I'm going to do is put the DSP down first, okay? And then I'm going to run this whole piece in my folder. And all that's going to get all texturized from the folder, okay? So, I'm going to put everything aside. I already stamped my image, and we're going to be using our blender brushes to go on the outside here and the green, okay, to make a little bit of a sky. So we'll put that aside, and we're going to work on our strips. Now my strips don't match these because I've been using my DSP. These are the ink colors. And so I'm just going to lay it down here how I want them. That's how I'm going to do it. Now you can see there's only 1 or 2 that's not the same, but that's okay. I'm all right with that. I didn't want to put it here because I have the polka dots here, okay? And this is another stripe, so this is what we're going to do. So with that being said, I'm going to take these off. How I'm going to do that, I'm going to get my liquid glue. And we're going to put the first one down. And we're kind of make it about 1/4 of an inch away from the side here. And I have about the same amount of space at the top and bottom. Okay. So we're going to do that. Then we're going to take the other side. We're going to put that one down. And we're going to try to eyeball it to match down here. Same amount space here and here. The best thing to use because you can, that looks good. You have wiggle room if you need it. Then we're going to just continue, and I overlap these a little. A whole lot, just a little bit. And then the last one's going to go on top. Like so. Whoops, that moved. Make sure it's down before you try to do anything. Okay? So that's all we need to do with that. Now I'm going to take my timber. Now since it's a 3D embossing folder, I'm going to get my cut emboss machine. You will need plate number 1. And then you're going to take your embossing folder here. okay? And I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to lay this way because the wood grain is going up and down this way. So I want my card to lay in there like that. The fold here is going to go first, okay? Number 1, the folder, and then you need plate number 4, and you're going to just run that through. And I'm going to come back again. You don't have to. And then we're going to set this aside. I put washi tape on the edges of my paper here, and it still moved anyway. Okay, and we're going to open this up. And then there you have the texture. Do you see that in the paper? Okay. So then we're going to bring our card base in. That's going to get glued right on top there. I like using liquid glue when it comes to the embossing folder. You want something that's strong. And with it being embossed, you want something that's gonna strong enough to hold it so that it doesn't come apart. So you have that part, okay? So I went ahead, this is the raccoon out of the stamp set, and I had stamped that in gray granite, okay? I am going to use boho blue, and I'm going to take my brush here, blending brushes. I'm going to tap it here, but I'm also going to tap off first. And then I'm going to start on my paper, and I'm going to come around and do the same thing. Then we're going to close this up. This is one of the new ink colors this year. It came back. It was before. This is Lemon Lime Twist. And we're going to take this, tap it, and then we're just going to do the bottom down here for the grass. As if my dog starts barking, he shouldn't eat out because I had him out before I started, so. On there. Okay. So then he gets popped up on the front here. And I get some dimensionals. That on the front here. Number 1. And like I said, I got ink on that one. I will put a new one in there. But you have card number 1. Okay. Card number 2 is this one. Okay. It's using the koala bear. Get the pieces here. And I went ahead there, since there's no dies or punches or anything for the animals, I went ahead and fussy cut this out. Okay. So I already did that so you wouldn't have to watch me. Okay. This was stamped in, I want to say Pecan Pie. And let me just make sure. Don't want to steer you wrong. But I'm using Pecan Pie, which is one of our new core colors. Okay. And that is 4 by 5 1/4. You need another piece that is 3 3/4 by 5. Your card base is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. We're going to score that at 4 1/4. But I want to concentrate on this right now. And I'm going to just get out my koala bear. And I need a big, nice size block. And just get a piece of basic white here. I just want to make sure if this is what I stamped in. No. I'm sorry. I stamped that in gray granite too. No, I didn't. Yeah. I did it in gray granite. I'm sorry. I like this though. That's okay. Gray granite. I'm going to use Parakeet Party or Lemon Lime Twist, and I got the Pecan Pie, and I'm going to do the tree trunks here real quick. And the only reason why I used Pecan Pie on this is because I'm using Pecan Pie as a layer. And I wanted to bring it out a little more. So. And then the Lemon Lime Twist is for the branches. This is another returning color. It used to be one of our in colors. I'm not sure what year. To add a little green. Okay, that's done. So now we're going to concentrate on the background. I need to get Happy Birthday first. And a block. This is not clear stamp, so I got to make sure it's straight. Got Pecan Pie out. I'm gonna stamp that right about there. Close this up. We are going to use this 3D embossing folder again. And let me flip it over. I have a problem. My thumbs are too big. When I go to close up the ink pads, I get it on my cards. Okay. Try this again. Okay. I'm gonna put this in here the same way I did the other one, in between. Close it and get my cut and emboss machine. It's the same layout 1, the plate with the folded edge here, and then number 4, and you're going to run that through. My dog's in the window, so if you hear him bark, somebody's out there. I told ya. If he doesn't need out, he's in the window. Remy. 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 Okay. So now we're going to take Boho Blue again. And we're going to do the whole thing. Tap it on here. And we're just going to go around. Like so. Make sure I have no ink on there. So then this gets glued to the pecan pie. I think when you do it this way, it looks like there's clouds in there where the whiteness, the lighter parts of it. And he gets put on dimensionals. In the middle. And I'm gonna have to fold this. Okay. And then he gets glued right on the card base. Card base is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And the pecan pie is 4 by 5 1/4, and the top part is 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, so there is card number 2. We have one more to go. And it is this one. And this is using Pebble Path, Designer Series paper, cardstock, and ink. And this is Crumb Cake Blends, the branch. But if you can see, I fussy cut him out to lay like a 3D because this is the stamp and it's flat. So this is, I cut him out and it looks like he's 3D. Okay, so we're going to be making that. Card base again is 8.5 by 5.5. That looks wide. Okay, and you're going to score that at 4 1/4. Is, but it sure doesn't want to fold right for me. Okay. You need a piece of Pebbled Path 4 by 5 1/4, and we're gonna emboss that with the timber. You need a piece of DSP, which is 2 by 5 1/4. Okay, that's going to go there. The Stylish Shapes, which is, I'll show you which ones I used. You get squares, circles, and then you get these two banner pieces to for your sentiments, okay? But I used the largest square and the largest circle, okay? I went ahead and did that, so that's the square. And then there's the circle, and I already stamped that. And then I have, get the other piece out of here. I do have the cards that I made before. I do have them. I can show them to you too tonight. That is for our saying. But I went ahead and I stamped him, and then I cut him out. Okay. This would be him here. And then his dangling arm. Okay. So we're just gonna, I just wanted to show you how I did that. I stamped him and then I cut him out. Okay. So I'm gonna put that aside and we're gonna work on this. So we're gonna glue our Designer Series paper on the first layer, right or wrong way to do this, but it seemed like all the hearts were going upside down. Okay. Just gonna glue, oh, yeah, I did, okay. I went and thought I'd made a mistake already. I need to get my cut and emboss machine or Timber 3D embossing folder. And we're going to put him in sideways, I mean this way, so that the wood grain is up and down. Folded edge is in first. Plate 1, folder, and number 4. And we're just going to run that through. And I'm going to run it back again. Like I said, you don't have to do that. One time through is plenty. And we're going to take him out. And the whole thing is embossed again. Okay. So that's already done. So now we can put that on the front of the base. So we'll glue him down. Don't forget to hit share, like, and comment. You have a chance to win these cards. And I might throw in some of the other ones I made using this set. Okay, so this is going to get on like so, diagonal. Okay, going to be end to end. But before we do that, we're going to take our crumb cake and we're just going to color in the tree trunk. Branches or whatever. Let me try the other one. Oh yeah. Ones. The light crumb cake. The dark crumb cake I thought was too dark. So I went with the light. Okay. And then we're going to add a little bit of green, and we're going to use our Granny Apple Green. And we're just going to do these leaves. So then we are ready to glue this on here. So I'm just going to put in the center here. And like I said, I found a point on my grid sheet here. And I'm going to put him on here and try to have the same amount around. And then I am going to pop this up. On a replay, just let me know. You still will get added into trying to win these cards. And like I said, this is going to go corner to corner. Then I'm going to just take, where's the, oh, there he is. I need a pair of scissors. Whoops, sorry, I didn't mean to reach in front of you. I need just a small piece. We do have the mini dimensionals, and I didn't get them out, so I'll make my own. And his hand's gonna go here, or his paw, okay? And then I'm just gonna pop him up. I don't think, but I think it looks nice. It gives it like a 3D effect. And there, oh, thinking of you. I was gonna say, and there's, we're done, but we're not. Gotta get thinking of you. And I need this out, and I need Pebbled Path. This is another new in color. I got them all but one, Moody Mauve. I placed my order and it came. Oh, that's pretty good. And I was missing Moody Mauve. So I had to call. Still waiting. Sad part is it's a 4 to 12 day shipping process. So it's still in the picking process as far as me getting it. Sit and wait. I got the marker, so this is just going to go under the tip there, and it just gets glued down on here. And there you have card number 3. I hope you enjoyed these. Let me move some stuff out of the way and I'll show you my other cards. I'll bring these in here. Whoops. 2, 3. And then this was the last ones I did with them. Nothing fancy. The paper's retired. Same way with these. The DSP is retired. Three. Then I had where I made black and white cards, and it was happy birthday. Did that. And then this is a fun fold. And the last one is another fun fold, and they were all for happy birthday. This would be nice for your man in your life, your brother, your uncle, your dad, husband, boyfriend. So I just didn't use it a lot, but when I started using it, then I just kept on going. So like, share, comment for your name to get in to get these 3 cards, and I could throw in some of these, okay? If you watch on the replay, make sure you let me know you're watching it replay so your name goes in to try to win these, okay? So with that being said, it's Saturday night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will see you here Tuesday. And we are going to be playing in the rain again on Tuesday. That's what we're doing? Yeah, playing in the rain. And like I said, if you need a catalog and you're not working with a current demonstrator, I will send you one of our new catalogs. Okay? Just let me know. You can go to my website. My Stampin' Store, if you want to order anything, is deblehigh.stampinup.net. You have any questions, email me at dkl333.comcast. It's dkl333@comcast.net is my email. Okay, so I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend, and thank you for coming. And I will see you Tuesday at 8 o'clock right here on YouTube and Facebook.